That's years. Yeah. Then I always. Yours also quite bigger than this me. So you can talk about the last.
你先打你的。好长啊！
这个学校的。
然后连接是什么？你可能要赖给我。
好。
所以你这样怎么赖？
我想一下。
因为我要赶快寄给他。
连接。
而且我要寄我们的档案给你。
你这边有 Line 吗？
啊？
有，这边老师有 Line 吗？我用。我用我 Line。
不行，因为你要走。然后我们的档案，是所以你
要英文是不是？我现在弄。
还没好，不要了，我现在要上课。
哦。
用中文。先上课。我要学，不然怎么当教授？加油！
And the week after we going to Shanghai. That was really fast. So you might find like very Sunday.
你讲讲看，他那几个试下，两个字都有。好 ，OK。有，我知道，我看他扩大机，也可以看一下他这个哦，他打开来，就是有时候可能那边是没看到的。
老师，你会站哪？
啊？
你会站哪里？那我。
都拍了，没关系。
因为上次放这里，然后
我都长大了，我都跑来跑去。
好了，麦克风。
Following our schedule today, alright. So the first hour, I would like you to share about some cultural difference that you have noticed, basically. But first of all, I hope today you need to sit together with your group member and then introducing yourself again to each other so that your group member will know what will be the possible topic that we can discuss in the following weeks. Okay, so do you know your group member?
No, we can't read their names.
Oh, you can read that names. That's good. So what should we do?
They,
那个令，你可以用你的键盘，你就很方便。
我的
对，然后你就可以 share 你的那个同伴群。You can turn this
Can you turn
好
on
的
your
为你播放 Apple Music One。
Yeah, I sent the list to Line Group, so can you take a look? And it's on Chinese, right?
yeah, it's
Perfect. And so, but at least you can see the English name, no? Let me check. Let me see. I can send you another one with the English and Chinese together. Hold on. So you will have two different files. One is the list that I will provide to our partner in Korea. And then right now, we will read together. So make sure that you sit together with your group member. And I think we can try to have the group like group 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so just sit together with your group members starting from group 1. Group 1 over there. And group 1 is here in
we are group 1, but we don't know the other.
You don't know the other. Okay, so maybe you can stick out a little bit to see who are your group members. The first one is Chao Ji Chen. Chao Ji Chen. Oh, he's not here today. And the second one, yeah, you are there. And what about Dela Natalia? Dela Natalia?
She's not here.
Okay, not here yet.
So we are
yeah,
sitting
you stay
already.
there. Okay, you stay there. And then second group, Li Luna. Luna. Okay, and so you need to move. Okay, you need to switch. Luna.
The whole group is here.
Can you take a look at the group member? So we want to, because it will be easier. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1 is over there, so 2 is there. Okay, so 2. And then 3, Leo, Philip, and Derek. Yeah, you will be sitting here. Okay, so switch the stage. So this is group 3. Okay, here group 3 will be sitting here in 3. So Leo, Philip, and Derek. So Philip and Leo, come over here. This is the group 3. And then you are 6, so 6 come over here. Yeah, if you don't mind. So this will be group 6.
Lucas.
Over here, okay, we have Yi and Li Yunshan and another fellow. And also Paul. Yeah, there will be 4 people, okay, in one group.
Give him the mic.
Yeah, sorry to move you around.
Yeah, so you know what we have.
就可以邀请大家那个过来。
So it's like stadium. Spicy crispy.
So I believe you got some new members in your group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so please get to know each other.
So let's get to know each other. That's why you bring up over there.
You are.
No, what's your name? Oh, really? Nice to meet you. Good job, you.
Yeah, you have some members here. Okay. Okay, so first thing is that you discuss with each other and introduce yourself again if you haven't got the chance to talk. And then express what are the cultural differences that you have found from your hometown and Taiwan and Taichung. Okay?
This is just for decoration.
Yeah. So later I will go along and see, you know, if you have something interesting to share or something very serious problem that you have had. Yeah. So I give you about 10 minutes. Yeah, in your own group, discuss with each other what are the cultural differences that you have found between Taiwan and your hometown. Okay. Okay, so I gave you 10 minutes. I will be going around.
所以你有进来，然后我这样才有办法把连接起来。
Help each other. You are
怎么会有会议？用连接可能要。
And ours only on Saturday from 7 to are much bigger than here in Taiwan. So this is a typical vegetable. In Germany, except Taiwan, you call it and then it's like, no, here in Italy, you all just show So we always have the menu and then order your way.
他要刚刚这个是他要那个 code 嘛 meeting code， 然后我现在要弄那个 meeting code， 加入那个 code 就可以了。
meeting code 是什么？这边。
设定 team code，
任何人都可以上去，这不用理他，你就继续编辑就好了。对啊，这个可以啊，然后继续啊。
setting 然后 team code，
是啊，就不用管。你是要做什么？
我要弄那个 meeting code， 我看一下，team。
用连结就好了。
如果是连接的话，他要点进去。
对啊。
但是那个老师没有点进去。
所以我要传 email 给他。
你传了？
我传，没有传。我还没给他连接。你是有还没啊？还没给他。对啊，我在等你。
就是我给老师了啊。
好，那我要寄给他。这么长吗
？team 的连接都很长。
我记得可以说的。
好，没关
系。他不见得有空，但是试试看。就看他有没有读啊，没关系，我们就继续。那你自己进来了吗？还是你还没进来？
我看一下。
你自己点连结应该就进来了。
我要登录一下。我要登录一下。
那现在请开始。
But it's so nice. It's so nice. Because we are going to street. Oh no. German like me is possible. I mean, South Korea, I was skeptical. Always. You have enough to reach here. But why did you wear it? Yeah. I wanted to find it. Because my major is digital business administration. CB as well. Yeah, how fast I can buy with I was so
就声音很小。
我现在是下课模式，就把推上去。好，
没有下课往上。
下课模式卡住，比较久一点。
下课模式开启就。
对啊。
上课利用下课干嘛？
等下，一分钟。
你
啊，录起来，录起来。哦，
你刚好用下课干什么？
哦，有了，差不多。
一动啊，为什么自己要跑掉？
没有，他这样就对啊。
哦，他那下的是对。啊，你是对然后啊，干嘛个走落去？
他会自己比较跑。
哦，安尼就使咧。
没有，就上课跟下课。
啊，连刚上课就注意一下，还有一个背。对啦，你爱讲。
So, are you done with your discussion? Okay. Yeah, and then the way we do the sharing will be that you will be introducing the cultural difference your friend has found. Okay, so we will be, yeah, because in your discussion, right? And then you listen to each other. So right now you will be sharing the cultural difference that your friend has found. Is that okay? Okay. Too difficult? Well, just try. Okay, just try. And then your friend, of course, he or she can add up. Okay, add some points. So starting from this group. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So we are going to talk about the culture shock about our apartment. So we prepared a work with Enrico. We prepare a slide if you want. We can show the slide now.
Can you join our team?
Maybe.
Share the link. Share the link, and then if you want to share the slide or information, it will be easier.
Oh, by line.
Yeah, by line, then you can link to the teams. Hope it won't take too long. Or in one table, just have one representative and share for everyone. Can you join teams?
Oh, teams?
Teams.
I can try because my company account. I don't know if it works. Like, which teams is it?
It says live group. And you can have your personal, account. You know how to use that. To use the university's ID. You haven't tried before. Okay. Your email. Okay, your own personal email. And then I think it's at O. It's 365，对不对
365 SD。
Can you come in right? Oh, you got an account from the Well, the front is your student's email, okay? But before pu.edu.tw, you just add 0365 ST. ST means student. And then you can have your own personal account get into Teams. Yeah. No, not necessary. Just if you are in, then yeah, it means later you can share slide. It will be easier.
Doesn't work.
Did you try yours?
Yeah, but it doesn't work. I don't know why. I can't connect with my phone.
Okay, yeah, you need to.
Can just show you. So,
All right, so just share. Please listen up.
so the first thing we have to say is about the shower.
The shower.
Because the shower in Europe, you have like a different place to shower than do everything. Like here, you have the shower, you have the thing. Yeah, toilet and the thing. It's so weird. Like you shower with everything. In Europe, it's different. You know, you have like
Okay.
special place for everything.
Do you know the reason, or have you checked out why?
Is there a reason why?
Because you know, if you want to build a house or in the region, and then you need to save a space for the water to go out. And then because the water going out from the same, you know, almost the similar direction, and therefore toilet and shower rooms, yeah, they put them very close to each other.
I mean, in Europe it's the same. We have like our own showering cabin, you know. Even it's divided by even a curtain, and the ground is a bit higher up.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like really separated to the toilet.
So maybe the designer, you know, he's poor. Yeah, I prefer the Western style myself.
I mean, in the old part of Stuttgart, there's even like kitchen and the shower in the same room too. But it's like our own showering cabin. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
they will
a-
separate.
it's fucking weird, yeah. And, okay, and then another point is the entrance, because we in Europe we aren't used to like the elevated part. Like when you enter first, there's like a lower part where you can put off the shoes,
Yes.
and then you can like walk barefoot in the actual room.
Mhm.
So this is pretty new, and then every apartment has an AC is really weird,
Okay.
because in Europe it's a luxury thing to have an AC.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah.
But you will know it's so important, especially when summer comes. Yeah, you will rely on that to
I can
survive.
see, yeah.
Also about the mattress, the size of the mattress is different than Europe. Like the size here is 100, I think,
Yeah.
and it's Europe it's like 140, 120, 160, I think. It's different. The size is different. Also, I've seen in every apartment you have a rooftop, an area up that you can just enjoy that. But yeah, in Europe it's not like this also, so it's different.
So mostly about the environment.
Yeah, and the contract length of renting an apartment is so different than in Europe. For example, in Germany you can't really, because here we heard that it's like for 3 years or 2 years to rent an apartment normally, and this is not the case in Germany all the time, because you can like end the contract like 3 months before at any time. This is like by law, so something to change. Yeah. And we paid like cash.
Yeah.
This is like, that's so
That's
weird.
the most different, you know, culture that you have to kind of adapt. Yeah, because everything is in cash.
Yeah. And how to like count the floors. Why is the ground floor 1? This makes no sense to us.
Also, the fourth one is F.
Yeah, like here, you know, it's the 5th floor, but it's 3.
It's weird. It's weird. And also the water station. We don't have this in France because just.
But you can manage.
Yeah.
It's kind of different.
Yeah.
I think.
That's it.
Alright. Yeah. maybe if you observe something similar, you can share something else. Okay, so if you prefer to speak out, you just let me know. So you're done? Yeah. Anybody share for you? No.
Okay, so the photo shop when I arrived in Taiwan is like the toilet. So in my country, is there when we poop, there is like a bidet.
Yeah.
In Taiwan, there is no bidet. That's it.
Yeah, toilet always bring the biggest culture shock in the very beginning. Share each other's
Yeah, for my friend Luna,
Yeah.
coming from France,
yeah,
and for her culture shock is like the first one.
culture difference.
Culture difference, sorry. The food here is like different from France, of course. And second, like she said that the way people talk, like when she had breakfast, had a lunch or breakfast or dinner at a restaurant with her friends, like people tend to talk like more lively and more louder. But like people here in Thailand, they talk like silent and quiet.
Yeah.
So like third occurs the toilet. And first, the convenience stores in Taiwan, like they open to like maybe 10 or even
midnight.
Yeah, maybe 24 hours. But the convenience stores in France, they tend to close at maybe 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's why TSMC can survive in Taiwan or in Asia, but not able to survive in Europe because it works 24 hours. Okay. All right, interesting. The others, do you want to share? Yeah, add some points.
For her
Yeah.
they think that there are not a lot of difference, but for the food it's not really spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, in their region it's much more expensive.
And there are also some words that's not the same that here.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Anything else? No? Okay, so next. Yeah, so mostly the difference is about the environment and the food. Yeah, I hope you will find something else. All right, continue.
I heard that there are differences when it comes to the first meeting between people in Taiwan and both may not be particularly friendly when they meet someone for the first time.
I didn't.
This is what.
Yeah, can you say it again about the meeting?
There are differences when it comes to the first meeting between people in Taiwan and in Philippines.
Okay. What do you mean? Maybe later, yeah. You can
Both may not be particularly friendly when they meet someone for the first time.
Okay. So maybe you need some time,
Yes,
in order to
some
feel
time.
people who are friendly. What's the sound?
Very good.
Very, very good. All right. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah, please add some points.
I think that compared to Taiwan, French people are more genuine. They speak on what they think instead of just not saying anything. Yeah. And
Do you think Taiwanese people usually act something very private?
I don't know. They're just too shy.
What?
They're just too shy.
Too shy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think Polish people in comparison to Taiwanese people are more suspicious if they don't know someone. So if they meet a stranger on the street, and it doesn't really apply to foreigners, but when they meet someone that they don't know and that person asks different questions, they would be suspicious or are you a spy or something?
Okay.
So yeah, that would be it.
But in Taiwan, you don't feel that way, right?
No, I don't feel that way. But I think people tend to care too much about others' people's emotions. So Taiwanese people worry if I feel good, if I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
This way.
Okay. Sometimes, Taiwan people, they are very straight ahead, and then they do not think too much. And maybe there's sometimes you cannot say good or bad, but it's different.
For Estonia,
Yeah.
I think Taiwan is kind of bureaucratic country because, for example, you are really for the convenient life. You have the convenience stores, you can order everything where you want from online, but you still don't have like online voting, and you have a lot of paperwork everywhere you have to
Yes,
go and
yes,
do. So
yeah.
in Estonia we don't have that from like early 2000s already. So yeah.
So maybe in that way it's not convenient,
Yeah.
right? Because you cannot do everything just online. Yeah, it relies on documents, human work.
For Spain, I think Taiwan people close stores really early.
Yeah.
Some of the bars or restaurants,
Yeah.
and in Spain they close really late. They really like the culture of staying up late, having dinner with friends and family. And also the way that we Spanish people greet, like sometimes it's with hugs and kisses, like physical touch, physical contact. And with Taiwanese people, it's like keeping distance and only bow.
Yeah.
The difference in Belgium, night markets do
Yeah,
not
market.
exist in Belgium. The only markets that we have are like markets during the day, like once a week. In the closest city to mine, they do it on Wednesday morning, and it's more for like older people that want to buy fresh fruits, vegetables, and stuff. And we all agree that safety here was very like it has a very high level of safety.
Yeah.
Like we could just leave something in front of like a family mart and no one would take it.
Yeah.
Compared to
That's
like
true.
our country here.
Okay, good. But not safety for the traffic, right?
Can you let me in the Teams?
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise I can
Okay.
show the slides.
Do you?
Why don't you?
这个要按准许啊，要按准许才能连不到。那个没有那个太滑这里。
No, it's not working.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, great. So later you can share something. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I can share the slides right now.
Yeah, you can share the slide, but it won't coming up here. That's okay.
好了，那个。
Mais dis, sur un niveau qui saute.
那这边会不会进去？这边没办法加。那我这边能登吗？
你是你是登到你的账号
啊？
我的不能用，我的账号不能用，学校锁住。SD
没有，那是你。
student。
我看那边已经登录了，看一下。这个还是这个？
你刚刚是开这个，红色的。对，
Perfect.
Okay.
So we also found some cultural differences, but first we found some similarities. If you go to Germany, you can have dumplings as well. Like this is a German version of the Taiwanese dumpling, and of course you know this one. This is the Taiwanese version. So food is not that. Everything is like completely different. Sometimes it's similar too. And but what is different? The Taiwanese street food. We don't have that in Germany. We don't have street food like this. And we just have like the Döner kebab. You can get on the hand, but I think that's one of the only things you can have as street food in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So in Europe, there are less like supermarkets, but they are much bigger. And also like they are less open. Like in Taiwan, you can see like 7-Eleven and convenience stores. Like they are always open. And in Europe, it's more like Monday to Saturday, from 7 to 21. So yeah.
So it's closed on Sunday.
Yeah. But they are bigger.
Anybody else? Yeah, please.
They found that there's some difference in the restaurant in Taiwan. We usually can use the QR code to order our food, but in Europe, they most of the time will have a menu. Yeah, you need to order with the people, not just a QR code.
Yeah, very good.
And they found that after the COVID-19, Taiwanese people wear the mask all the time. But in Europe or in they're only during the COVID. After that, they take off and they'll be very happy to take off. Yeah. In Taiwan, because after the COVID-19, we think the protect ourselves is very important.
Okay. Yeah, I think some point they point out, I think it's worth of discussion. So far we talk about the environment and the food and also convenience store. Yeah, very cute. And also I think very interesting part, they talk about the masks. I think it's a very interesting culture. Not only in Taiwan, in Japan, you see, powerful people like Taiwanese people, we continue to wear masks. And that's something we can discuss. Okay, you go. Who wants to go first? Thank you. They are very shy. So in private, they are not.
Okay, so we are going to talk about France and Malaysia too.
Okay.
Because she's from Malaysia. So to begin, the food in Taiwan is like more street food, sticking tofu and beef noodles.
Yeah.
But in France, it's like more cheese, bread, pastries, and wine.
Okay.
And for Malaysia, she will.
Did you have something to share? You can share it.
Like just to let the little
okay. But did you submit and share your screen?
Oh no, it's okay. It's just like.
Okay, very similar to what they have shared. Yeah.
And food of Taiwan is lighter and Malaysia is heavier. And Taiwan language is Chinese.
Yeah.
And Malaysia has Malay and English and Chinese.
Okay, very diversified. Okay. Yeah, so the language is people are speaking. Yeah, it's also different. Yeah, I think it's on.
So for the climate in France, it's a temperate climate with 4 seasons.
Yeah, 4
and
seasons.
In Taiwan, it's a subtropical to tropical climate with a typhoon season.
Yes.
Yes.
And you know when will be the typhoon season in Taiwan? Yeah, in summertime. Yeah, usually it's September. And a lot of big rains, yeah, in August. Anybody else want to add anything? No. Okay. So I think the topic about the masks is interesting. Anybody want to share your observation or why it happens that way? You know, people in Taiwan, they seems very comfortable wearing masks all the time. Anybody? Yes, please.
I mean, when you ask people, it's because it's because they care about each other. But for me, it's like it seems more like some of them are really shy and want to hide themselves.
Yeah. So after COVID, yeah, you're correct. People, they are very shy. And then when those young people, they were during the time of growing up, they wear the masks already. And so when they come to the college and then they continue to do that, because it seems that they are get used to cover their own feeling inside. And also, it's the way to protect themselves not to be seen to other people. Yeah, they don't want to show the real feeling of themselves in public. So that is the way for them to hide. But there are some studies showing the very negative part about doing that. Yeah, please. Oh, you don't want to judge? And then for Taiwan people, it also helped us by that time when COVID started, affect a lot of people's life. Because we have the habit of wearing the mask when the air pollution is serious, and so it's not happening every day, but in the past 10 years, yeah, we do encounter severe, pollutions, and then it comes from many places. But basically in Taiwan itself, in the past, the fire plants, they burn the coal instead of the gas. And so it will also produce the pollution. And so sometimes we will watch at the clearness of the air, the air condition before we go out. And we usually will have the mask with us. And then we know it's not a very clear air outside, then the parents will remind their children to wear masks. And so we do have the habit of doing that. But when the weather is clear and everybody, just get rid of that. But when they go to the hospital or when they are having cold, yeah, it's necessary for them to wear masks. So by the time when everybody is required to do that, and then it's very nature for us and for everybody in Taiwan to wear a mask at the time. And so we were kind of very well protected, by the influence of the COVID by that time. So I think the rate of the affected COVID was less compared to the other people. And that is one. And also in Japan as well, they have the habit of being polite. And so when the children, they started to wear masks when they grow up, then they are used to that, just like people in Taiwan. So I think recently in the whole world, most of the Taiwanese people and Japanese people, they are the group of generations for young people not wearing masks in public. And even right now in the classes, if you attend classes, many people, they continue to do that. And most of them are from Asia. Okay. All right, we take a short break and we come back next hour. You want to sing a song?你进不去对不对？进不去。现在不是那我们怎么卸比较好呢？
你要干嘛？
我要传刚刚的那个档案，这个档案，我来传到
这边吗？Team 吗？转到 Team 吗？
或是 OnePlus。
那种什么？Team 吗？那个 OnePlus 你可以加人，是学校 system 自己。
用 Line 好了。你这里有 Line 吗？你的 Line 有在里面。
我 Line
还是你退出了？
我退出了。你要什么？你要给这个？
对啊。
在 Line 有吗？
我知道啊，但是我要在这里跟他讨论比较方便。大家才知道谁。
那我就
有。
那就我来也可以。已经很久没有加这里的 line。
我来。
我把它打开，然后切到这个上。还有那个题目，还有我刚刚那个 syllabus， 你把它下载。
syllabus。OK。这个。
这里下面有，那不用。这个等下，等下差别。
那这边有。
对对对，有。所以这边。刚刚这个应该没有出去啊。
老师，你先回去听看看我分享，这样大概可以。有。
好赞 ！Thank you。我们互相学习。
One friend works for like 1 month. And she asked the hotel for one of those having guys and the like the locals. Right now? They even invited us for drinks. Bro, it's unbelievable.
Right.
And I really didn't want to be like that. I was like giving her the money, like they were just like leaving it on the ground. I was like, fuck man, let me pay. It was crazy much. I don't know because you paid
你很乖哎，你为什么还在这里？你现在你很乖。你知道为什么？你知道为什么会买？你现在买，你很乖，你就现在就退出了。不要这么乖好不好啊？太不会。哦，这个后面找到那种吧。因为有学生价，所以是买。现在有没啥？啊，我那时候买，可以升到顶。
By this hour, okay, because the video or we say the exchange will start in 2 weeks, and therefore it will be necessary that we decide the topic so I can announce to our Korean partners. Okay. Did you know there's a translator? My English sounds better than Cantonese. No. 我的中文很温柔的。好。所以老师你要讲双声道。No. It's English class. Yeah. Are they coming back? No. Okay, there will be 6 topics. We will be discussing in the following weeks, starting from 2 weeks later, March 24th. Oh, by the way, have you signed up for the service learning and also how many students information have you received? Yeah, because I have already reserved the housing. Okay, so be sure that you register to do that. Can you share that again? Here? 这里有办法分享吗？这个吗？在这里分享。你的 line 还在这里。
上面我的。
Do you have a list of who already registered?
Yeah, I got it.
你为什么会分年？
我用黑色照片，这不是我。
他回来了，你回去吧，拜拜，拜。
我来。
April 18, 4月18号, okay, April 18, we are going to Miaoli, okay, elementary school. 可以请公假。谢谢老师，Yeah, 2 days.
think that's the same
Yeah,
as yoga.
one day is service learning, and also in the afternoon we will have the indigenous cultural events. And then on the second day, we go to the mountain.
Is it the same as the mobile exploration?
Yes, yes, the same. Yeah. Yes, so that because mobile we only have 8 people. Have more, and people have more interesting to have the children.所以你们有2个礼拜可以准备一场。我们肯定准备1年。老师现在可以报名。等一下，他这边再开。
老师他是讲什么？
那是什么？
啊，这个的。
呢？对啊，是要进去。
现在到啊！哇，好怂恿我抽课时间来上。因为老师是学习。对啊。
有吗？有是 OK. Yeah, here is the link, and then we will send it to our line group again. Okay, so make sure that you do the.
你帮我传到 line 再传一次。
Yeah, so we have some students who were there before. Maybe they can share a little bit about your feeling. Okay, let me get the microphone. Can you pass to the back? Yeah, please share what you did on the first day and then evening and the next day.
I don't remember very well, but I.
You still have the photos?
Yeah, I have some photos. I remember that we went hiking.
Yeah.
We went hiking, crossing a bridge, and going inside the village. It was the Altaya Park. We also went to a school to talk with the kids to learn because they are learning English. To help them, they also cook food for us. We experienced like trying to do a sweet that they usually eat.
Okay.
I also remember that we saw the dancing and the music.
Yeah.
And also experienced like the traditional wedding
Yes.
that they do and the rings.
Okay. So in general, did you have a good time? Or what impressed you the most?
Yeah, we had like a really good time there. I really like the food and the dances were really, really different from the ones that you usually see. Like from Spain, they are different from the ones that you see and the music.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your sharing. Yeah. Basically, we will have.
Just a minute.
Yeah, the program is that we depart from our university at 9 o'clock, and I will send you all the details of the schedule. And then when we arrive, we will cross the bridge in order to get to the tribe area. Okay, so it's magnificent. If it's a beautiful day, no rains, then it will be perfect. And we will arrive the elementary school. They will be having some greeting for us. And then last time did they sing to welcome you? Yeah, they will sing a song, and the business song, and then to welcome us. But the week that we will be visiting, they are having one festival by themselves. So I don't know what kind of program they will design for us. But it will be fun, and it will be interesting for you to get to know the indigenous culture, by visiting the school. And then after the interaction with those students, those young elementary school students, then we will be moving out, to the hostel. And then hostel itself, the environment is okay. It's clean enough. And then if the weather is good and the sky clear, and we can go out to the Grace area to see the beautiful stars in the sky, and then enjoy the party and also the dancing in the evening. And then they will also invite local indigenous people to come and to dance, and then to teach us how to dance together with them. And after that, if you have time, you can stay longer and to chat with them with some very easy Chinese and easy English. Okay. So you can get to know those people, and then they are young, but they work starting from very young age. And so you will see the difference between the people that you meet at Providence University. Okay, so that will be generally about the first day. And then the second day, we will move up to the mountain, and we will do the mountain hiking, to the region and to see the beautiful mountain view. And in the afternoon, by the way we come back, we will also visit their traditional market for the indigenous community. And then those farmers, they sell their own product to us. And so, it depends on your interest and habit, and you can do some purchase over there. So this will be, what is the language here? Okay, so those is the link to sign up. And the reason for this is to purchase the insurance, okay, for all of you during the travel. So make sure you can all come. If you do have the difficulty to come, for example, your boy or girlfriends, they are visiting you, or your parents are coming at the same time, and then it's important to have the family gathering, and let me know. Okay, it happens sometimes, and it's okay, not able to join, but I hope you can all come. Because this will be a very interesting experience during the whole semester's study. Okay. So 2 days, 18 to 19. And then this time, maybe because you will be having housing over there, so you might need to pay a little bit for the accommodation. But for the traveling and all the arrangement and all the programs, and it's all free, provided by the university. Okay. All right, and this, I will announce the schedule and also the cost to you very quickly. It won't be high. Okay? It's just some money the school cannot provide, like housing. And if we don't get any funds, then just hope that you can support a little bit. Okay, so those will be the 6 topics that we will be discussing, and then those are also the dates. And what we need to do is that, for example, if your group 5, for example, okay, if group 5, they choose this topic, and then they need to prepare for 20 minutes presentation. And then it means that only one, if you are all from the different area, okay, so you will present maybe yours for 8 minutes only. Or you want to do the comparison, 3 together, and you can do that. So you can introduce yours if you think you can be more familiar with about the material that you have prepared. Or if you don't have the confidence to express very well, you can rely on each other to make the slide together. Maybe one is better in doing the design, one is better in expression, and one will be more creative in doing something else or having fun, during the time. And so for the presentation from our part will be 20 minutes, and then from their side, a Korean side, they will also have their own presentation. And after that, there will be some discussion and QA time for each other, and it will last for 1 hour. And then after that, the rest of the 2 hours, we will be doing the classroom discussion. So even though you are not the one in charge of the same topic, your group must prepare something to discuss. So it will be similar to what this group just presented. When we talk about the cultural difference, we just freely talk. But you can notice that with the visual material, it helps people to understand about the point that you will be measuring. So if you are not the group who give the 20 minutes talk, you can provide like 5 minutes sharing, from your side, and then also all of you will share the difference of your own topic, and then you express your own results and your own evaluation about the topic. So even though you are not doing the presentation, you also provide the slide and just give the sharing, and we will also do the sharing through Teams as well in the following 2 hours after the formal presentation with the Korean partner. Is that clear? So it means that you need to prepare all of them, but formally and seriously for one particular one. And so by this time, I want you to discuss with each other and then think of something that you think you can contribute to the topic, and so that you can work together in the dance. And when you choose the topic, you will come together with the date. So you will have to make a very serious decision. So I give you maybe 5 minutes to discuss. And then if you decide right away, and you can come up and then write down the date over here. And if the date and also the topic was chosen, and then you can discuss. Okay, let's make a good result in the end.
I'm not here.
So if you are ready, raise your hand. Okay. That's quick. So which topic are you choosing? The first one. So this group has choose food and drink already, and then the first one was chosen. The second one, cultural trend in our 20s. Is that okay? The first one was chosen by them. Do you want to discuss with them?
You want to do it with us? You want to do it with us?
So they have chosen the second. So second was chosen. Okay. And then you will be doing music, film. Which one? Afro 28. Okay. Afro popular music was chosen. Music was chosen. Number 5. Festival and seasonal customs is chosen. Which one are you writing? Food and society. Well, later you need to discuss if you do have the overlap. No, I will get it to them first. Yes. Yeah.
In Korea?
10th of April.
Well, if we do have the overlap, I think we need to do something, to be fair. Thank you. So what was the one that you were choosing, because they raised their hands early? Second. Second is the cultural trend in the 20s. That is chosen, right? Yeah. So do you want to discuss with them to see if they will be willing to switch?
Okay. It's going to be interesting. You like do we want to meet 1 week prior to our presentation? Sometimes to prepare. I guess yeah, we can make it like prepare.
So far, March 31st and March 24th was chosen, and April 14th was chosen. April 8th.
We choose at 28.
Okay, so right now it's safe. So what is the May 19th is the last one.
Like on 8th of April.
Can you do that? May 19th. Talk about place and history. You don't have to talk about Taiwan part. You can talk about your country. Yeah, you can talk about the history of your city. Yeah. Yeah, it's chosen. Yeah. You know, when it says Taiwan, it's not necessarily Taiwan or Taichung. Okay, if you are from different area, just put yours. Okay, instead of you know, our city.
So to compare our country to Taiwan, that's in the afternoon.
As a group. Yeah.
So I will present morning popular music. I will present popular music. Germany, France, and Indonesia.
Yeah, Indonesia.
I don't know what do you think of the easy meet. Do you come in the text?
And you will be better if you mention a little bit of Taiwan, okay, during your presentation. You can interview someone. The time is not, yes. Yeah, that will explain. Okay, very good.
Yeah, and then
it's like that. So, but no one has the time.
and you represent. Okay, perfect. So everyone can do their own slides. Okay. Then we meet up maybe at 10:30. Okay, then maybe you can do your own.
Oh, you're great. Okay, so I can discuss it takes communication and negotiation. Well, we have another group. They really want to do the cultural trend in our 20s. Cultural trend in our 20s. It's your group, right? Yeah, are you able to change, you know, kind of switch with them? Because the other one to place and history.
Still, like if we change, can we still do in March?
No, the date is decided by the partner. So you are consider about the date instead of, you can do that online. Yeah. Yeah, presentation online is available if you. Because by that day we will be in trouble. I myself will be traveling. You can do that online because I will be doing that online myself. Yeah, I will be in Korea by that day. Yeah, March 9th.
What's the taste of Taiwanese food? And then we can present it.
Or you want to switch the, I mean, do you want to join them or we change the conference? Do you mind if we change the conference? You can do that together about the 20s, and then your group can also join him doing, place and history. Do you mind? And you can interview our local students, talk about Taichung. Can you do that? It will be easier for you guys. Okay. So if you want to do the culture trend in our 20s, can you join them? Okay, good. Yeah, then it will be good. But only for the presentation. But the rest of the time you do your whole discussion together. Okay, now yeah, you can just stay with your memory. Only for the presentation.
Nice. You can make it.
Oh, really? You agree now? But if you want to talk about the trend, you can also present during our discussion.
They said they're gonna do it better. So
okay.
We're gonna like tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you very much. Or you can join them doing that. And then you can do both. Now, the date is decided by the partner. Sorry about that. But you can do the presentation that side, and then the group members can do the 19th, or you can share both. You know, in your presentation, make sure your group members are there, even though you are doing the, you know, for example, if they want to join you, and then you just put their names in your slide. Okay. Yeah. And then if they don't mind, they will be willing to do that on the 19th of May. Then, yeah, thank you very much. If you need to change the date, you have to change the topic at the same time. And then, can you just ask the questions about the contents? You know, for example, some people ask, do we have time to sing? I think if it's available, you can sing. If you are talking about the songs and popular music. Anybody else? Yeah. And you have to make sure your, you know, your file can use Teams to share. Okay, so that we will give you the link to let you join Teams. And you must have the you know, opportunity to get in. Or you can kind of submit your slide early, then we can make arrangements early. Yeah, you still have 2 weeks to prepare for the first one. Okay, food and drink. And please also cover Taiwan, okay, in your discussion and in your presentation. You can focus on the one in your country, but it will be necessary, you know, to also bring your findings about Taiwan. So there will be 4 countries, you know, in each group when you do the presentation about those topics. All right. And so today we will just stop here and let me know if you have questions. Yeah, because I need to make sure that you all join. You all joined the trip, so can you double check the list?
So you now just have 15 people.
15. Who did not sign yet? Yeah, if you cannot attend, let me know your difficulties. Okay. Yeah, the trip on this stage. This one. Yeah. And registration is sent to you already. And then I think it would be better if you can spend this time to discuss what each other needs to prepare for your report. Even though it's still far away, but it's better to prepare early. And next week we will have a guest speaker. His name is Mark. Yeah, he will come in and share some culture about Taiwan and some activities for you to do it together. And if you are interested in about media or the politics in Taiwan, okay, you can ask questions. All right. Do you have any other questions? No? You have mine? Okay, so if you don't have any questions, you are free to go. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I need your input a lot, so it's better that you share seriously about those topics. Yeah, thank you. Be sure that all the topic you will do something, okay?